Another tough one. Feels like a little bit like I'm a broken record a little bit, that we give ourselves opportunities. We feel like we're in these games, and then we just don't find a way to finish them off in the second half. In the first half, I thought that we came out with good energy. Guys were ready to play. Obviously, the third downs defensively really hurt us in that first half. There were some times there on offense we got to the red zone fringe and got knocked back a little bit and prevented us from scoring points there, or potentially going for it on fourth down and putting ourselves in a better position to get some points. And so that stuff was frustrating. And I told the team, hey, this is a good football team. This is a team that's got a chance to go deep in the playoffs. I didn't see anyone quit. I saw you guys fight for all four quarters and try to give us a chance to win this game. And, we didn't do enough. We got to create some turnovers. We had some opportunities to get some turnovers there, and those are game-changing plays that we got to find a way to come up with. And, until we do that, it was a tough day. So we got to find a way to make those plays and give ourselves our best shot. Take questions.
On the sideline with Cooper Kupp last year, what did he do that made you guys have so much trouble?
Well, one play he was doubled. They completed down the field on a third down. He got two guys that were covering him. Made the play. Great throw, great catch. They ran a trick play where we were really in position to either break up the pass or make the tackle at the point of completion, and didn't, so we scored a touchdown there. And then had a couple where we had just poor zone discipline there on third down, where we should be in those areas and not suck up on the underneath players, and we didn't. And we had poor discipline there, and so he made some catches over the middle. It was really the same concept over and over and over. It was, I think, calmed down a little bit in the second half. The first half is really when he went off, and they made the adjustments in the second half and were much better. But again, they had some big players there in the first half.
You guys used a little more 12 early on and kind of got the run game going.
Yeah.
What got you out of that behind so far?
Well, they play a lot of different. Yeah, exactly. It was the way that the drives factored into the second half. We called some runs there late. It was just we were down 2 scores, 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I think it was, and so the better way to get back in it was the chunks. And we tried to mix in some runs there, but it wasn't as easy there down 2 scores in the second half to get as many runs off as we had in the first half. But found some things that were working for us well, and so that was an encouraging thing to see.
Zac, you talked about it feeling like a broken record.
Yeah.
When you're only, you come in here and you said many times that it's just going to take one to kind of get this thing.
Yeah.
Even after a winless first half of the season, you still feel that way?
I do. This bye is coming at the right time for us. You get a chance to take a couple days off, get healthy, free up your mind a little bit, come back, and now we have the second half of the season. And, just put this one to bed, come back, and let's just focus on having a great second half of the season, starting with the first game. And so I'm not discouraged in this. It's frustrating the way the season has gone to this point, but I'm not the least bit discouraged with the guys. I do feel like we're close. People probably don't want to hear that, but we're giving ourselves a chance. We gotta create our own breaks here. We gotta get that turnover. Someone's got to make that big play on offense that gets us a 60-yard touchdown, breaks a tackle, goes and scores. We need the guys to step up in that way. But they're still fighting. They're doing the things we asked, and they're giving us a chance. We just got to get over that hump.
What do you think the team has to play for in the final 8 games?
Well, we still have 8 games remaining, and so these guys all have a lot of pride. And I'm not going to speculate about the playoffs, any of that stuff. We don't worry about that yet. We're halfway through the season. But these guys are hungry for a win. They're hungry to show the world that we're improving and that we got a good team here. And those are all the things that we're still fighting for when we come back from the bye.
There aren't any moral victories in the NFL, but are there positive things to build on, like going 4-6 or 4th down and kind of getting the running?
I feel like there's a lot of things. But again, when you don't win the game, you probably don't want to hear it. But I do feel like that we're making incremental progress in a lot of different areas, and it's going to pay off. This stuff's going to pay off. These guys keep believing in each other. We're going to get some guys back from some injuries here sooner rather than later, and so now our depth starts to come back, and we can make a charge here in the second half of the season. And I know that we're capable of doing that.
A lot of teams that are in your guys' position are trading away players right now. What does it say to you that organizationally you guys don't seem to be interested in doing that type of thing for you and your chance to build momentum?
Yeah, because there's some key players that we feel like are critical to our success this year, critical to our future, that probably teams want and when we want. And so that makes for an easy decision.
There's a lot of speculation that A.J. Green is coming back week 10.
Yeah. I'm still as honest as I have been every step of the way. I think you guys have a good sense of where he's at. He's started to come back an individual. Now we get really 14 days until the next game. So we'll see kind of how he progresses this week during the bye week, and then next week when we get a chance to practice. And I think he feels encouraged that he's heading in the right direction. And but again, I don't want to put a timetable on it, guarantee anything, but he's making good progress.
Coach, I think you said it, really the focus, I guess, in the second half is not on the deadline Tuesday, because it sounds like everybody here wanted to push to the end. Fair assumption.
Yeah, correct. I mean, the bye week is spent for reevaluating ourselves schematically, making sure we're putting everybody in the right position and that we're executing the way we want it done, and then come out, big divisional game at home right away. And so what better way to start the second half of the season than to get a divisional opponent at home?
I don't think I've ever seen so many pregame hugs, out there, and postgame was a lot of the same. I know you said you played your brother before, you played other guys you coached against before, but was there any element of this that was surreal, especially as the head coach now?
No, not really. And that stuff is people you don't see for a long time, and there's a mutual respect there because I do appreciate the journey we went on last year together, and that'll never be forgotten. And those are good people there, and we have great people here, and so those relationships are on both sides, and it's a good group of people there, and that's why I'm so encouraged by what we got going on in our building, because everybody's on the same page. Coaching staff, operations, personnel, medical, trainer. I mean, everybody's on the same page, and that's the key to future success. And I know it hasn't paid off yet, but it's going to, because everyone still believes, and we keep believing in each other and stick tight together, and it'll pay off just like it's paid off for them.
The play, Coach, have you had that play, that double, you worked on that play with them a couple years in the past, and double that?
No.
Reverse?
No.
That's a new one.
Yep.
Baker, the one touchdown drive, was that about as close as what you want this offense to look like? Because not only ran the ball well, we worked off the play action.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah, correct. I mean, you get a chance to open it up, and again, that is what we want. The full complement of everything. Being able to keep what we perceive as the defense off balance a little bit, and the backs are running hard. Joe and Gio both had some good runs. The line were doing a great job, doing everything we asked of them. Tight ends very much involved as well, and the receivers did a good job. So it's encouraging, and we just got to put it more together. We had so many times we crossed the 50, and again, just couldn't quite get past that threshold to get the points on the board. And then we had the two drives there at the end of the game, where we just came up short to getting points, and that's why you don't win the game.
You haven't been on a team that tried for, you haven't been on a team that tried for, went for it on fourth down 6 times?
I don't know. But, it was, we felt like our guys knew we were going to get those first downs. And so we leaned on them. There was a time we called a run. I probably wouldn't have called it, seeing what personnel grouping they put on the field, but I could just feel Joe's energy and that he was going to get it for us, and he got it. And I think the linemen were feeding off of that. And so we got it. Quite frankly, I was hesitant to do it, and I could just feel that they believed in it, and they believed in each other, and that's what you want to see from this team. That's when we're heading in the right direction, is they're starting to get confidence in the things that they're doing, and they're believing that the other guys are going to help them. And so we had 11 guys on the same page on a lot of that stuff, and it worked out for us.
So the decision to go for it on that 4th and 1 with Joe got it, was that?
No, we were going for them. It was just, we went for so many of them. There's just one in particular I'm thinking of where, based on the personnel, it wasn't a great look for us because of the people they put on the field compared to our 11, and believed in our guys, and they got it done.
The one I was wondering about was, did you make the decision on 3rd down? Was 3rd and 1, you threw the deep ball?
Yes.
It didn't work, so you knew
Correct.
at that time you were going.
Yes.
How can you put your finger on it? Pretty good offensive display in the first half, and nothing in the second.
Well, we still moved the ball. We couldn't get past that field goal threshold, put the points on the board. We finished 2 drives inside the 10. We finished a drive right there in the fringe where I think we caught the batted pass, and it, we ended up on a 4th and 12, so we had to punt there. So, yeah, it is frustrating because we got to have those points. At the same time, it wasn't like we were just going 3 and out every drive. We were still moving the ball, and there was progress to be made. We're just not doing enough to generate that big play.